Hello, everybody. I hope we are having a great day today. It is 1:30 a.m. for me. A little bit late start to the stream, but we're here and we're going to be drawing now. Today I'm going to be working on a live 2D piece that I'm going to use as my stream starting screen. So yeah, if it looks a little weird while I'm working on this, it's because with live 2D you have to separate things on different layers. Anything that you want moving basically on its own, you have to put on a separate layer. So that's why there's, you know, stuff like this going on here. You know what I mean, guys? So, if it looks weird, there's a reason why it looks weird. But yeah, we're gonna work on this today, and I think it's gonna be fun. And we're gonna try to get a decent little chunk done on this. No promises though. I'm fairly slow at working, so we'll see what I can do, but we are big chilling. That is something that I know for sure. For sure. I still have to, like, shade everything as well. Like, this is gonna take a while. Not only do I have to, like, finish all the lining and stuff, but I also have to finish the coloring and the shading. And it's gonna take a minute, but I think it'll be nice. I think it'll be nice to fuck around a bit more in live 2D with this as well, because I'm also working on a 2D VTuber model, for those of you that don't know. And while a 2D VTuber is nice, I decided to make the... what's the word for it? I decided to make the... I decided to make the model very, very detailed. So reading Infinite Jest, but now also reading Antkind when I need a break from Infinite Jest. Fair enough. How you doing, Spider-Man? Hopefully you're doing well. You're off tomorrow, so you're doing great. Hell yeah, I love that for you. I got re-fired from my job. Okay, so there's a little bit of lore behind this. I'm gonna try and sum it up very quickly. So I had been working at this place since like 2019, and then I quit this year in March because the business was taken over by someone who honestly, like, kind of batshit insane. And, like, did a bunch of fucked up things and, like, said a bunch of fucked up things. And, it just... yeah, anyways. So, that person got evicted. And then the owner was changed again. And then today, my manager calls me in and he's like, hey, like... just so you know, like, I'm not gonna be working here any longer. Like, the owner and I couldn't see eye to eye on how to manage this place. And he's like... and then he kind of just, like, he didn't really, like, outright say that I was fired. But he was, like, hinting heavily towards it. So I had to kind of come out and just ask him. I was like, okay, so, like, don't come into work anymore? And he's like, yeah, like, and I just want to clarify, like, it wasn't me that thought that you shouldn't be here anymore. Like, I loved working with you personally. So, I'm pretty sure I just hurt the new boss's ego because I asked him to seat one table. I don't think he liked that. I finished Romeo and Juliet. It made me cry. Damn. Also finished A Midsummer's Night Dream. This made me meh. To be fair, even Shakespeare didn't care much for it. I haven't read... I think I actually did read A Midsummer's Night Dream, but it was very, like, forgettable. I still really like Macbeth, if I'm being honest. Macbeth is my favorite one. That might be, like, a basic bitch answer, but... I don't know. I like Macbeth. I think it's an interesting show. Seeing it like live, like performed live, is a lot more understandable. As opposed to like reading it on my own. I don't go to my way to read Shakespeare stuff, but like I've definitely read a couple of the works. Yeah, it feels like a low-budget Married with Children dream episode, like A Midsummer's Night Dream, but it has Al Bundy heckling his wife. One thing I will always find interesting is how... is how, like, certain tropes are still carried on. Or, like, certain types of humor. I need to, like, read some more. I've been hooked on Minecraft lately, if I'm being honest. That's part of the reason why I started my stream so late tonight, is because I was playing Minecraft on a modded server. Chicken jockey. Dude, Loki, Minecraft movie was ass. I'm not gonna lie. Like, Jack Black was great, but like, I don't know. What's up, Battle 1 B droid? Battle B1. Fuck, I can't even. Anyways, how are you doing? Is what I'm trying to say. What do skeletons eat? That's a spare ribs. What is a skeleton's favorite snack? Good, and also I will remember that forever. No, don't say that. That's fucked up. Why would you say that? This fucking remix rocks. I'm not gonna lie, fucking Smooth McGroove. Kinda goated. Anyways, going to start off the conversation with double-bladed weapons. Also, because it's a funny moment and I will forever remember it and I will bring it up again at some point. Understandable. Why must you fail me so? Stop ruining my awesome jokes. Dude, that is my favorite fucking, like, video. I love that video. I love that video. What is a skeleton's favorite snack? That video makes me fucking... I love it. I love fucking stupid skeletons. I love that shit. There are those who are straight for Renamon and those who draw Undertale. I just mean, like, skeletons in general. Don't get me wrong, though. I like Sansa and Papyrus a lot. They're very, like, fun characters. But I also enjoy, like, Skeletor. For example. There's this cool fucking creator on TikTok that I follow. And they 3D animate fucking skeletons playing the guitar and, like, singing and shit. It's fucking sick. They unblurred the photo. You finish it. They unblurred. Wait. I'm sorry. Are you quoting something? Yeah. Yeah. When I played fucking Dark and Darker before they destroyed, like, before they took away fucking PvP or PvE mode, I mean. So, be it all unfinished. They unblurred the photo. Rattle them, boys. What the fuck are you quoting? Spider-Man, what the fuck? I miss skeleton meme. I don't know if I've seen that skeleton meme. Search it up? Okay. Alright, I'll look up a skeleton. Hang on, I gotta use my phone for this. Skeleton meme. I'm just seeing like generic skeleton memes. There's a lot of different skeleton memes. When I search skeleton meme, I just get a bunch of like different ones. Okay. Oh, yeah, I think I've seen this one, but like from forever ago. Bones Malone, Rattle 'em Boys, also known as Bones Malone and the Spooky Boys, refers to a viral image of skeleton gangsters with guns originated on Tumblr. The image later evolved into an animation meme when voices were added to the image by the voice actor 𝙻𝚸𝙽𝙺𝚃𝚂. I don't know how to pronounce that last name. Not even gonna try. Going into early 2023, usage of a variant reading, "They unblurred the photo," surfaced online, predominantly used on Twitter as a bait-and-switch prank that used blurred content warning. Anyways. He-Man animation. Oh. There are those that drop Beastar memes and those sex. Okay, well, as a filthy sex haver, I feel like I have to draw Beastar's memes to break the stereotype. I've been impaled by the spike of motivation. Damn. Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it. I'll make a meme! I swear! Don't ever tempt me with making memes because I, like, actually love making stupid meme shit. And then 9 times out of 10, people fucking eat that shit up. Even though I spend, like, maybe an hour on it max. And then people are like, oh my god. Wow. Do it. I always quote that even though, like, I've never actually sat down and watched Star Wars. I've seen, like, clips of it here and there, but I've never sat down and watched the entire thing. No lie, Legom is my spirit animal. Like, Legoshi? Or is that like a ship name? Star Trek is better. I haven't watched Star Trek either. I have also only watched a few clips from Star Trek. I think the funniest thing I seen from Star Trek, though, was the two fucking... I don't know what type of alien they are, but they fucking get addicted to cigarettes, and the way they have, like, a fucking thing that purifies items, I guess. So they go up to the machine and they're like, 5,000 cigarettes. They just fucking smoke all of them. Oh my fuck. I'm crying at that. That's like, I think the funniest fucking thing I've seen. Except Discovery and the first two seasons of Picard and the odd number of Trek films, that's the Orville's silly head. A little, but the Orville is great. Yeah, I don't know anything about, like, the lore. Okay, well, that's a lie. I know a little bit about, like, the characters and stuff, not, like, very surface level. I can confidently say I know at least one character from both of the series. And, like, vaguely their importance, I guess. I don't know. Where the flip is my flippin'... Oh, it's right in front of my eyes. I'm just blind. Oops. Hee Tee. Oops. Skywinker. Oh, Legom is the chicken. Yeah, she's actually... Wait, I know who you're talking about. The one that fucking lays all of the eggs for Legoshi's fucking... sandwiches and shit. Snorkels is my favorite Shrek character, him and his banjo song. I don't even know, big dog. I just realized I have another Hear Me Out, Don't Judge Me, Mandalorians, and 𝙻𝙸𝙽𝙺𝚃𝚂. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. I know who a Mandalorian is, I'm pretty sure. I think I've seen them. Yeah, I've seen these guys before. Ah. What the fuck are these? Oh, this chick. I see. Definitely no judgment here. Keep Snorkels, kill Wesley. Going cell phone is close. Okay. Thanks for popping in, Piderman. Appreciate you. Have a good night. 𝙻𝙸𝙽𝙺 are beautiful. That's fair. Boopy 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 boop. Boopy 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 boop. Boopy 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 boop. Boopy 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 boop. That's how I feel right now. On a scale of 1 to boop beep boop. How's everybody feeling tonight? Anyways, I was told to make a tier list of Hear Me Outs by my friends, and they will be judging what tier are my Hear Me Outs. Fair enough. I have such a hard time when I'm designing characters with like long hair. I always have such a hard time not adding like the side tails. I'm so... I don't know. I take my art inspiration from like a lot of early 2000s and like 90s anime. That's where a lot of my inspiration comes from. And like, yeah, it's just oh. I'm not getting this right. S is highest, F is lowest, and you already know I'm smashing a literal robot. I did like a Valorant Smasher Pass video a while ago where I went through all the different characters. We all know who was my number one. Bum, 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 bum. These tunes are kind of freaking keeping me going right now, if I'm being honest. Smasher Pat's robots from NEC. That would mean I would have to like look up the different robots and stuff because I don't know a whole lot of robots. I put this on the wrong layer. I could definitely do that though. Oh! One of my friends said that Magna Guard looks smashable. You know who's really smashable? Master Chief. Master Chief is very smashable. Very fair. No judge from here since he looks like a Mandalorian to me. He's very sassy in the games. He's especially sassy in fucking Infinite. I've been playing Halo Infinite a little bit with Jimmy. And, he's so fucking sassy. They made him cheeked up too. I can hear someone making the whistle thing now. You know who else is fucking great? Goblin Slayer, the main character. They just call him Goblin Slayer. I don't know if he has like an actual name, but what's poppin', art gamers? Not too much, Otter Fiend. Not too much. How about you? Welcome, welcome. You're just existing. Fair. Fair enough, fair enough. I'm basically doing that, but I'm also just like coloring shite. I don't know. I just like, I like the I know like it's not the quickest way to do it, but I like the process of doing it by hand. Like I enjoy. That's why I like doing traditional art sometimes too. Limiting myself to like some cheap materials or whatever, like 1 or 2 colors. It's fun doing that. Goblin Slayer, Doom Slayer, and Master Chief in the same room, probably. Reality destruction or something close to that, probably exaggerating. I mean, so like Goblin Slayer, his whole thing is that like he's a normal human being, but he's very traumatized, and the gods favor him in like the game of life because he always somehow like changes the odds of his like death and his party's death. So that's pretty cute. And then Master Chief is like a genetically modified human that's literally built for war. And then Doomslayer, I don't know like a whole lot about because I haven't played the games. Jimmy's played more Doom than I have. But from what I understand, the reason why he started killing demons and stuff like that was because his like pet rabbit died or something. So like I think he's also technically like a normal human. But like I don't know. I haven't played the games, but I'm pretty sure he's like also a normal human. And he's just filled with anger. It's like dude that has nothing left to lose, basically. Some people call Goblin Slayer the little brother of Doom Slayer, at least in my experience. Yeah, like that's fair. Like they are kind of like do both kind of have similarities in their character in a lot of different ways, like story-wise and like trauma-wise, I guess. Smooth McGroove moment, yeah. We're listening to a Game Chops playlist right now, and they have a lot of good remixes in here and like originals as well. I like listening to remixed video game music. I don't know. Smooth McGroove is always ballin'. We'll do a little savey poo real quick. Do I want to add? I do want to add one more. I'm over here now to save you from looking at 2 chats constantly. I mean, I don't mind, big dog. Whatever's easiest for you. I'm always looking at 3 different chats anyway. It's kind of fun that way. It's a little fun. But you do you, big dog. What the flip am I doing? Adding another piece of her. Okay. Yeah, so Jimmy and I were thinking we might do a duo Minecraft hardcore world just for the 2 of us. Cause I normally don't play hardcore on Minecraft, but we were thinking, we were like, yeah, we could install like a couple of horror mods and see how long that lasts, cause we both really like spooky stuff. And yeah, I don't know. I think that would be fun. Oh, I lack critical information about 3rd chat. You're all good. Say a number that describes the level of Master Chief's sassiness. It depends on which game. I would say, like, because I've played the whole Halo series once. I didn't really play it much growing up, and then I started dating Jimmy, and he's like super into Halo. I had played a little bit of Halo growing up, but the Halo that I played was vastly different from just like a person that actually is invested in the story. I never played any campaign stuff. When I played Halo, I don't know exactly what it was. It was obviously like a pirated like version of Halo or something like that. And all you could do was deathmatch or capture the flag and like other kind of like mini games, quote unquote, like that. And I used to play on my little fucking notebook when those were a thing. And if you don't know what a notebook is, it's like a very teeny tiny laptop. Anyways, I used to play on my notebook, and I played on the fucking trackpad. And I would like be like, yeah, I'm like a 12-year-old girl and I shit on you. So, Halo the Master Chief Collection. Yeah, I have like most of the I'm actually super good at Halo, guys. I have a bunch of achievements in the Master Chief Collection. I think I actually played a bunch of the games on the stream with Jimmy. I can't remember if we started at 1. The Halo game you last played? Infinite was the last Halo game that I played, and out of like all of the games, in my opinion, he is the most sassy in Infinite, so probably like a 20 out of 10. Like, he's really fucking sassy in Infinite. It's kind of funny. I love that for him, though. Hello, W.H. Crawford's Chronicles. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Man, I hate Steam support. They keep locking my Steam wallet down so I can't buy my friends' games with my credit, and Steam support is incredibly unhelpful with any support ticket. That fucking sucks. I hate when you have, like, problems with that kind of shit. Hopefully they get it sorted soon. I hate when that shit like that happens. I also hate sitting on the phone for like 4 hours just to like talk to somebody. But what I hate even more than waiting on the phone for 4 hours to talk to somebody is fucking talking to like the automated voice messages, which a lot of places are doing nowadays, and I honestly hate it. I don't care if I sound like a boomer when I say this, but I would like 100% rather talk to an actual person than like an AI or like an automated message or whatever you want to call it. Because they fucking scammers have started using like AI generated voices for scamming people, which is insane to me. They told me they can't do anything and refuse to tell me why it's locked in the first place. That fucking sucks ass. Kind of cringe, not gonna lie. Low-key, just make another Steam account. No, I'm kidding. That might get you, like, permaban. Don't do that. Excuse me. Damn, it's already been an hour. That's crazy. Bum, 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 bum. Hello, Rocket. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. I'm good, and I love the VTuber model. Thank you, thank you. Glad to hear that you're doing well. I have to keep, like, pausing to make sure that I actually save this. Because it was... Yes, I'm still watching the video YouTube. That was fucking rude. How dare you pause my music. Anyways, yeah. What was I fucking saying? I don't remember, because YouTube interrupted my music. Yeah, I genuinely forget what I was gonna say. Wow. Anyways. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. Oh my god. Oh my freaking god. Excuse me. Oh yeah. Thank you for reminding me. We've been having, like, thunderstorms. Oops. Oh, I hope you're safe for you. Yeah, like, it's not severe or anything. It's just, the building I'm in is old. So the power goes out sometimes. How do I want to do this? That's good. Good to hear you're doing okay. Yeah. Yeah, we're big chillin'. By the way, I love the drawing so far. Thank you. I'm, like, kind of not looking forward to animating it once it's all chopped up properly, but it's a good way to fuck around with live 2D. I want to learn how to do live 2D stuff. I hate animating so much, but all frame by frame animators are so talented. I'm not fucking animating this frame by frame. But no, I agree. Frame by frame animation is insanely difficult. Well, not necessarily well, I guess it depends on what you're trying to animate. But it's, I would say it's very time consuming to get right. Some things are easier to animate, and then some things are not so easy to animate. I don't know much about many programs for animating, tweeting, or drawing. So like Live 2D. So you know how like some VTubers are like 3D models? Like mine is a 3D model. And then some other VTubers are like a 2D model. So Live 2D is just the program that's used for people to rig the drawing so that they can animate it. And it's basically just like tweening, but to the max. Because it's got, you basically just keyframe it, and then it kind of does like the in-betweens. It's what you use to make the VTubers move, essentially. Yeah, if I were to animate this frame by frame, it would fucking suck. I would probably do all the roughs first. I'm like, there's people that don't even do like rough sketches. They just fucking slap the line art down when they're doing animation. And those people are on another level, honestly. Nothing but respect for those types of artists. Me personally, I need to have like 58 rough sketches that get slowly refined upon each iteration before I can start doing line art stuff. That's cool. I do tweening, so I know about graphs and stuff, but I never really bothered to learn live 2D or VTuber models in general. So yeah, like VTuber 2D VTuber models. So like you see how all of my shit is split up like this? Like all my you guys might not be able to see. Is my fucking okay. Hang on. Let me 1 second. I'm gonna turn my face off for a second just so that you can see. But over here on the right hand side, I have all of my layers split up. And like eventually I'll merge some of these once I get the shading done on it. But for VTuber, like specifically live 2D stuff, you want anything that you want to be moving, you want to split it up into a different layer. So it's a lot more tedious this way, but you can get some really cool results. I've seen people that have made 2D models look like they're 3D, and it's because they are insane at rigging. What was the program? I'm a late joiner. The program is called Live 2D that we're talking about. Also, welcome to the stream, Noodle Boys. I know, bro, I have a mate who does such good frame-by-frame animation, and she uses a phone and flip a clip. Yeah, so some people are like fucking crazy with it. One of my favorite animators does all of his animation on Flipnote, like for the DS. Holy, that's a headache waiting to happen. Oh my gosh, delay. It'd be like that sometimes for real. The layers are such a headache. I can never tween one movement with more than 10 layers without one headache. Yeah, that's fair. It's a process like anything else, but I feel like if it's... well, not feel like, but I know it's one of those things where it's like... If you do it correctly, it looks fucking sick, dude. I keep saying headache, help. Just can't have a headache if you don't have a head, right? So just off with your head. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Or just like, I don't know, drink water or something. Usually if my head is hurting, it's because I haven't drank enough water in the day, so my first thing that I do when my head hurts is I chug water. Because I'm like, oof, my head hurty. No, not a vector layer. Oops. Can I freaking... Is this in the correct one? Oh, okay, it is. Never mind. It's already in the... Or... No, it's not. There we go. I'm really iron deficient, so when I animate, I have to take 10-minute breaks from the screen every hour. If it takes that long, I'll get super lightheaded. Fair enough. Honestly, like, everybody should low-key be taking a break anyways, because you want to stretch your wrists and give your eyes a break, and, like, maybe stretch your back. Take a piss, you know? All that jazz. Yeah, drawing like this definitely makes it more difficult on my end too, because normally I would just fucking whip out all of the line art, but... And there's a way that you can do that, like you can just draw it and then split it up later, but I find that I spend just as much time editing and fucking around with the certain parts that it's better for me to just do it from the get-go. You know what I mean? So that way when it's said and done, then it's not a big deal. I love the different thickness on the line art so much. Hell yeah. Yeah, I love adding... I love fucking around with line weight in my art. I don't know, something about it. Ugh. I'm making an animation right now, and it took me through Ezra procrastination and Pinterest pose ideas for the first part of it. Honestly, that's just that just is art in general. There's been so many days where I'm like, I don't fucking know what I want to draw, and then I kind of just like, my default is always just drawing like a generic anime girl. Actually, I should post some of the fucking crayon doodles that I did on my camping trip. I had like a family camping trip a couple weeks ago. And it was because my brother and his girlfriend announced that they had eloped and like gotten married already. And they were like, welcome to the wedding reception. So that was pretty sick. But yeah, they had like paper on the fucking tables and like crayons. So I just started fucking drawing, man. I'm sad I didn't take any pictures of the drawings that Jimmy did, because Jimmy drew really cool Master Chief. I'm making an animation right now, and it took me 3 hours to oh, wait, I already read that one. The artist life is not for the weak, this is true. Well, fun, I'm going camping with my step family on Sunday. Congrats to your brother. Hell yeah. Camping is fun. Make sure you eat enough, like, campfire sausages and s'mores and whatnot. It's always my favorite part of camping, is the campfire food. No. I love campfires, but get blasted with smoke and having asthma is not fun. Honestly, fair. My problem is I get eaten alive by mosquitoes. Mosquitoes love me, and I hate it. I just want to enjoy my life, and these fucking bugs come and eat me alive. It's awful. I understand that they are living creatures too, however, I do not want diseases, nor do I want to be itchy. Actually, okay, honestly, the worst kind of itchy I've ever experienced was the one time I slept in a place that had bed bugs. Oh my god. Worst feeling ever. I thought I was, like, drugged or something. I was like, did somebody fucking, like, put drugs in my water or something? Like, why am I so itchy? And then it fucking turned out that they were bed bugs. And I got fucking eaten alive. And like even this was like years ago as well. This was like over 5 years ago that this happened. And like even to this day, if I feel like a little tickle on my leg, I still whip my covers off because I have PTSD from that. That shit was awful. And then I learned like later on that being bitten by bed bugs actually messes with your sleep. Like who would have thunk, honestly, but like it has actual psychological effects, allegedly. Which I thought was pretty fucking neat, but I'm also just like, damn dude, let me fucking live. I too hate bed bugs. That's like shit that I would only wish upon my worst enemy. I don't know if I've ever been bitten by them. I'm just sleep deprived in general, so it wouldn't change me at all, I hope. Oh, you would fucking know if bed bugs bit you, trust me. Once you've like it's unmistakable as well. They tend to bite in like threes. So they don't just bite you once, they'll bite you like real quick. Yeah, bed bugs are like, you'll know. Once I was swimming, I'm pretty sure last summer, and me and my step grandma were watching me and my little siblings while we were in the pool, and she was watching. Long story short, it landed on my brother, and I thought it was a dragonfly. But it was a tarantula hawk. Oh no. I don't like when bugs fly towards me. Like, you're more than welcome to, like, exist in my space, but just, like, please don't fuck with me. The moment it starts, like, coming at me is the moment I get freaked out. The only bugs that there's a couple of bugs that I don't mind. Dragonflies being one. Moths and butterflies don't really, like, bug me much. Praying mantises are really cool, but if one catches me off guard, I will be, like, scared a little bit. I love jumping spiders. Jumping spiders are cute. Any other spider can honestly go fuck itself, though, especially if it's a big, greasy spider. I know they're important, but... And it flew away and we had to rush inside because those things can paralyze the area it stings. I get scared with bees sometimes if they get near me. Bees don't bug me. Wasps, I, like, try to not show fear because I feel like they can smell your fear. But, like... Yeah. The... Hi, 𝙻𝙸𝙽𝙺𝚃 𝙻𝙸𝙽𝙺𝚃 Eddie. I don't know, ABC Epi. I don't fucking know how to pronounce your username, but hello. Welcome. Spiders when they aren't near me. I only don't mind the jumping spiders. I find jumping spiders very cute, personally. Yeah, sorry for that. No, it's not your fault. I'm just kind of brain dead. Especially since it's like 3 in the morning for me. That's my own bad, though. But yes, welcome to the stream. Hello, Nano Draco. Welcome. I just don't enjoy their texture. I'm sorry, but when you use texture to talk about, like, anything, I immediately... Like, when I think texture, I think of, like, food texture, so it's just, like, funny the way that you are talking about spiders. Like, yeah, like, their texture, it's like you're about to eat them. Like, yeah, I don't know, like, spiders just don't have a good texture. It's not the taste, it's the texture. No. I might have to change around the fucking way that I cut this up real quick. It's an easy fix, but yeah, no. There's some bugs that I don't mind, but like there's certain bugs that if I see, like, I don't even want to be near them. Like centipedes freak me the fuck out. I've like sat down and I've watched people that have like pet centipedes and stuff, and I'm like, that's cool, but like I don't put that thing back where it came from or still help me kind of deal. I don't understand when body sheets have the parts all over it. I always put the parts where I need them. I hate centipedes with a passion. I also hate ants. I don't mind ants as long as they aren't biting me. Like, if I saw an ant, I wouldn't be like, oh! You know what I mean? I would just be like, oh, an ant. And then depending on where like I see the ant, I may be a little bit more concerned. Like, if I saw the ant in my house, I'd be like, ah, gosh darn. Where did this gosh darn ant come from? And why did he come here? And then if it was like in a restaurant, I would be like, there's an ant on this restaurant. I don't think that's very good. But if I saw an ant outside, I would just be like, what's up, little guy? Hello. And then if I had like a little piece of a sugary treat, I would set it down. Unless if it's a fucking fire ant, the fire ant can just like not be near me. There's like 7 conversations at once. Yeah, that's usually how it goes here. I remember once in elementary school there was an entire ant colony in the crack in a black top, and me and my friends poured water down the crack. Rip. They seem cute, but once there were flying ants in my class lights. We had, when I was in elementary school, so a long fucking time ago, we had wasps living in the lights in our classroom. And I distinctly remember because there's a kid in my class named Jacob. And Jacob had seen a nasty little wasp land on top of my teacher's head. So he's like, "Mrs. K, there's a wasp on your head," and just fucking slaps the shit out of the back of her head. And like, it was to protect her, so like it was okay. But like, just the way that it all happened, it was very chaotic for sure. It was something, yeah. I have a vivid memory of a wasp landing on my face while swimming. It almost went in my ear before I shook my head violently and went underwater. I was like 7. That's terrifying. When I was like really young, I think I was like maybe 3 or 4. I remember walking around outside and I fucking like somehow didn't see a wasp's nest that had fallen onto the fucking ground. And I had stepped on it. And of course, when I step on it, I'm gonna get stung a bunch of times. I didn't die though, so that's good, I guess. Now I get to pay taxes. No, it wasn't like it wasn't a good time, obviously, but I don't remember having to go to the hospital. I think Mom just gave me a shit ton of Benadryl and some ice, and that was like, walk it off, honey, you'll be fine. That shit sucked though, because I was just like playing with my sister outside. And then I fucking stepped on a wasp nest. I'm glad I didn't inherit my mom's fucking bee sting allergy, because that would suck. There's a wasp nest on my mom's house roof. I hate wasps, they don't deserve life. Well, actually, they're quite important to the ecosystem because, you see... No, I don't like dealing with them, but yeah, again, if they're not fucking with me, I'm not fucking with them, kind of thing. Usually, if one flies up to me outside, like, generally speaking, they tend to leave me the fuck alone if I don't, you know, fuck with them, kind of thing. But they do get up, they all get up in my shit sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. I don't like when they get up in my shit, but freaks me the fuck out. Makes me scared. I hate hornets. Yeah, I don't like dealing with like wasps or yellow jackets or hornets. Actually, you know which fucking hornets I hate the most? I don't actually, hang on. I don't actually know what they're called. Let me fucking... Let me try and find the ones. These are fucking evil. Check it out. Trigger warning for people that are scared of bugs. I'm about to post a bug. These fucking guys? Oh my god. Isn't there one like John Wick that has photographic memory? I don't fucking know. These ones though are like the evil ones. They're actually terrifying. Their stings hurt so much more. They piss me off. Those ones can actually get right fucked, I'm not gonna lie. Again, I understand that they're important for the fucking ecosystem, but like goddamn, why do they have to be such assholes? Hate them with a passion. They definitely need to like stay away from me. If they come at me, I'm fucking throwing hands with those hornets. I don't give a fuck. They're called black hornets apparently, according to Google. They're called black hornets, and they scare the shit out of me. Why can't we have like birds and moths or butterflies do the job? Cause we need a lot of pollinators. A lot of pollinators. We need a lot of them. Like bees do a good amount, but birds and butterflies and moths also do that. And then there's some other bugs as well probably that do that. Or perhaps even non-bugs. Hello, Zero on pause. Welcome, welcome. How are you? Once my brother like decapitated a dragonfly because he didn't like him. That's kind of rude. Dragonflies are sick. They're very pretty looking and they don't fuck with me. They might like fly near me, but like I know they're not gonna bite me or anything, right? So I fuck heavy with dragonflies, honestly. I love blue dasher dragonflies. I don't know. Oh, I'm a fool. I don't know all of the different YouTube, stop pausing. I'm listening to it. Anyways, what was I saying? I didn't do this correctly, first of all. That's not. Huh. Oh. I see. Anyways. What the fuck was I doing? Oh yeah, dragonflies. I don't know all the different dragonfly types, but I just generally like dragonflies. I like seeing all the pretty iridescent colors on them, because they're very pretty. They're also apparently very successful hunters. So they have like a kill rate of like 98% or something ridiculous. I think being a dragonfly might be cool. I think being a dragonfly would be cool. Fucking fly fast as shit. They're fast as fuck. Especially for like how tiny they are. They fucking be zipping. Every couple months I come across a VTuber and lose their account the next week. RIP. Yeah, I love the colors. Yeah, they're fucking... They're sick looking. They're very freaking cool looking. I'm gonna be right back for a hot second, guys. I fucking gotta piss really bad. Okay, I'm back. I'm gonna go to sleep. I have a lot to do tomorrow. Bye, Otter. Okay, thanks for popping in, Rocket. Have a good night. Hello, Danny the Stink. Yeah, I was on BRB real quick. I had to go to the bathroom. Welcome, welcome. Sucks there's not more people here. I mean, that... Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I'm big chillin'. I need to also do that real quick. Maybe even that. Just so I can see what the flip I'm in. Oh no, my tablet. No, don't disconnect. No. No! Don't do this to me. Oh my gosh. Oh, I lost my line. Now there are more people here. Welcome. I don't even know how to read your username, but hello, welcome, welcome. Hello. You can hear the pain? Yeah, because I'm old. And my body is rickety. Okay, I'm actually not that old. I may be old by, like, young people's kid standards, I guess, but... My body is indeed rickety. But that is my own fault. I don't know who you are, but you're drawing really good. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. I don't know, you sound like you're in your mid-20s, yeah. That's like old by some people's standards. Not everybody thinks that's old though. I don't know. I don't think it's that old. I could be older. I will be older at some point, but... Eh. Being that young, people saying it's old is wild. That's what I mean. Like, I like to joke about it. But, like, in the grand scheme of things, like, I'm not that old. People's obsession with adding trauma to their OCs. Making a traumatized OC is very fun. Okay. Some of my favorite characters have been, like, the most traumatized. You do that a lot. I give my characters trauma because I rate them in the books. I give my characters trauma so that way I can gush to my friends about it. And I can be like, this character had a terrible fate. Not gonna lie, it's a great way to have lore in them, but once in a while just have one OC being happy in their lives without a problem. I agree. I'm very much like the type of person where I like to do multiple different scenarios. Like I have like alternate universes for my different characters in my head. I'm very much the type of person where I think of stories in my head to help me sleep. Because I can visualize really good. And if I try hard enough, I can make myself hear characters' voices in my head. Actually, it's not really like about trying hard enough. I kind of just do that while I read anyways. Like I give... But if I'm making up the story myself, it takes a little bit more concentration kind of thing. But yeah. I love putting my characters into different AUs. Oh yeah, it's always fun. I agree, I don't like making my OCs suffer too much. See, yeah. I can't say, like, whether I enjoy one or the other more. I'm definitely, like, a sucker for angst. So I think that's, like, part of the reason why I give some of my OCs, like, intense trauma. But it's definitely not all of my OCs. Like, I have some OCs and, like, fan characters that are not very traumatized. But they're also very naive. And that is, like, part of their character flaw. Nothing necessarily wrong with being naive, but it's, like, to the point where they're too trusting. I have to come up with, I have to come up with a name for this one OC that I designed. I really wanted to make, like, a masked character OC. And, I haven't come up with a name for him yet. But, Jimmy, when I showed him the design, this isn't the final design either. This was just kind of, like, a quick rough. I'm definitely, like, keeping this mask because I like the mask and, like, the general, like, eye structure. But Jimmy suggested, like, since he has a scar on his eye, that he is a close combat specialist, so he also has an M4 Benelli, which is like a type of shotgun. I'm learning things about guns because Jimmy's also very into guns. And he has a cool skeleton on his belt buckle that's laughing. But I don't have a name for him at all. And, like, I know some people with, like, TAC OCs give them, like, call signs, but, like, I don't know what a good call sign would be for him because I don't really have much lore for him. So... That looks cool, thanks. Call him Egg. I'd call him Princess. Fair enough. He is very baby cool, and my droids are kind of traumatized because, you know, Clone Wars. Can droids even be traumatized? Like, since they're robots and all? I don't know what the, like, lore is for... I don't know what the lore is for, Star Wars. Like, can they even be traumatized? They can. Program the trauma into them. I'm gonna give this robot the most important part about being human. Trauma. They can. They can. Hey, look at what I can do. I should say because I have work tomorrow, but I don't want to. Honestly, felt. I like being fun employed, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, you have a good night, Danny. If you're leaving. If they can't, how come R2-D2 and C-3PO talk to each other with a lot of emotion? Yeah, see, like, I don't know if that's, like, something that's, like, programmed into them, or if they're, like, fully sentient, autonomous beings. Lots of emotions equals potential for trauma. That's true. Did anyone else read 3CP and R2-D2 fanfics when they were younger? Oh, you're not leaving? Okay. I personally was not, like, super... Like, I'm not super into, Star Wars or Star Trek or anything like that. The fanfic that I read when I was younger was, did I read, like, much Sonic? I think Sonic was, like, my first big fandom that I was in, kind of thing. Online. So I think I read, like, a lot of Sonado. Because that was my, OTP back in the day. When I was a youngin'. And then I also had a pretty hard, Homestuck phase. So I read a lot of Homestuck fanfic, specifically Solix, because, again, my OTP at that time. So that's what I was reading. That's what I was reading as a child. Sonic X Shadow was a heavy phase for me. Fair. Still kind of is low-key. I'm very much a multi-shipper. Back when I was a kid, I was like ride or die Sonado only, or like get the fuck out. But I find myself enjoying like a lot of different Sonic ships. Homestuck mentioned. Yeah, Homestuck. I had a big Homestuck phase. I used to do a lot of like roleplay for Homestuck. I didn't even grab the skin tone. I read a fanfic where R2-D2 is, how should I put this? Something having to do with love, but not in a healthy way for C-3PO. Or like toxic ships. I fuck with toxic ships hard. It's not cool in real life, but in fanfiction, it's like, yes. Give me angst and trauma. Yeah, I forgot to do it for this one, and then when I realized, because I do remember now that I realized at one point after posting it, and then I was like, I don't want to reorder it all. And then I stopped doing this circle bit, and I started doing just like a bar with all the different colors on it for my other ref sheets that I made afterwards. Speaking of my ref sheets, I need to finish making ref sheets for my other OCs because Art Fight is coming up soon, and it's my first. I know I don't necessarily need to have reference sheets, but I want to have reference sheets so that way when somebody is like, do you want to do an art trade? And I'm like, fuck yeah, I want to do an art trade. then they have a proper reference. Because me personally, it's not required, but I prefer having a reference sheet so that way I can see all the different details of the character that I'm drawing, because I hate when I accidentally like forget something or like fuck shit up. Doomed Yaoi Yuri, for real. Same toxic stuff in fiction is interesting. I agree. Cats, cats, cats. Oh, to be a cat. Sleeping for 18 hours a day. I think I need to make ref sheets for all of my characters. I did like a good chunk of reference sheets for most of my characters already. But I gotta make... there's like a bunch that I still have to do because I have too many OCs. What was the last one that I made? I made one for Winston. This was the last reference sheet that I made. This is Winston. He has a transparent coffee mug for a head that's like broken on the handle and chipped. And he's very anxious. He's very, very anxious. Yeah, I'm gonna sassy way towards the humans, right? My cat's screaming at me right now. I thought he was sleeping. Cats are funny. If Jimmy wasn't severely... Oh, if Jimmy wasn't severely allergic to cats, I would love to have a cat, but I already have birds, which I love very much, and I wouldn't replace them for anything, and I don't want to own cats and birds at the same time, because that's just asking for trouble, honestly. But alas. Is it possible that his personality changes when a different type of coffee was added, like a mocha latte? I haven't really thought that far ahead. I feel like he just has to keep the coffee up because it's like part of what's keeping him alive. So I honestly have to stop talking about this and do more writing for it, but I've been wanting to make like a webcomic with my OCs because I wanted to like make a cool lore for all the OCs and like kind of explore their different interactions with each other and like just kind of fuck around with a story. And I have like a prologue and like a couple of chapters kind of like half written out right now. But I have no idea when I'm gonna be able to actually start working on it. Like, technically I have the time to start working on it, but I'm very much the type of person where... So, like, I'm not much of a writer. Like, I've written really shitty fanfic in the past. But I've always wanted to try and write some sort of story. And I really like drawing. And I've always wanted to try making a webcomic, so I wanna do that. But I gotta finish the writing aspect of it. I don't want to, because my thing is like I don't want to start drawing it out if I haven't finished the writing portion, because the writing, like, it's the thing that I don't really know how to do, so I don't want to catch up to my writing if I'm having like a writer's block kind of thing. I'd rather just finish the writing and then work on the art slowly. Also because like I used to make comics when I was a kid of my Sonic OCs and stuff, but I never like pre-wrote any sort of like script or anything. I just would get right into drawing, and the story was very inconsistent. So I want to finish the writing portion first, so that way it's like somewhat consistent, rather than just like diving in head first. Like Cuphead and Mugman. Yeah, like I don't know. That's an interesting concept, but yeah. I forget where I was going with this. I've been rambling. Hello, Fetus Arm. That's a username. Webcomics seem pretty cool. Always wanted to make one, but I have like so many ideas. Yeah. I feel that. I have a lot of different artistic projects that I'm working on. Gotta wait until 3 AM to get impaled by the spikes of motivation. Real. It's 3:30 AM for me, so that checks out, honestly. It's the aim for me as well. Hell yeah, late crew. Instead of just me. And I'm working on fleshing out my characters for my book. Yeah, that's kind of like... I have an idea of what all of my different OCs kind of personalities are to a degree, and I have like a little bit of lore for each of them, but trying to put them all into the same world and like coming up with world lore is very different. But I'm kind of having fun fucking around with it, and like I have a cool concept. So I just gotta actually get to writing, because I haven't touched the writing portion of it in like months, and it's because I keep overloading myself with shit in terms of like creating content or whatever. I don't like the term like creating content. I feel like it's very sanitized. Anywho, what was I saying? Yeah, so I gotta like actually fucking do it more, but I want to do too many things. I want to read more. I want to fucking watch my shows. I want to fucking play Minecraft and other video games. I want to draw. I just got too many things I want to do, so I find it hard to like sit down and devote myself to stuff sometimes. I definitely try, though. It's nice when you get into the flow state, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I think what would help me write more chapters is because I have a vague idea, but I didn't really have a solid timeline of events that I wanted to stick with. So I think I need to make the timeline of events and then make like a sub-timeline between the arcs kind of thing to figure out which direction I want to go with, right? But yeah, no, like... let's be honest, 3 AM is the lunar artist night or night art, trying to make a dramatic name for said hour. I wish I was good at names and stuff, because that's... Okay, honestly, like, naming shit is very hard for me. Whether it just be like an OC, or like a world, or like a place. I literally just, whenever I'm struggling to make a name for something, I'll usually just kind of like mash together some syllables until it sounds like it might be a word, maybe. My cat is now climbing my desk. Hell yeah. My birdies are asleep right now. They've been asleep for a hot minute. They usually put themselves to bed around like midnight. They're very smart. Actually, they're super spoiled though. So, I have 3 budgies, and like the oldest one, Cher, he he has started demanding that I bring him the water dish whenever he wants a drink. So if he gets thirsty, what he'll do is he'll fly down to my water bottle and he'll like, it's like a mug, basically. It's like a big metal mug and it's got a straw on it. And he knows that I drink water out of it. So he flies down and lands on the lid of the mug. And he like kind of pecks at the fucking straw to let me know that he wants water. And whenever he does that, I bring out his little water dish because he's a spoiled little birdie, and he doesn't want to go back in the cage to have a drink of water, so he makes me bring it to him. I'll do it, but only because he's a cute little fluffy boy. But it's so cute watching them drink the water because they put their little budgie tongue out. They're so fucking cute. I love them. My cat's name is literally 𝙻𝚸𝙽𝙺, hell yeah. I have a budgie named Cher after like the singer. And I know that like in real life Cher, like the singer, is like a girl, but Cher the bird was a rescue that I got. Well, not like a rescue, but like a rehomed bird. And whenever I rehome birds, I usually just keep their old name because they recognize it, kind of thing, whatever. So, he came with another bird named Sunny, and the people that got them obviously didn't know what the gender was, so they just named, like, they were very different looking birds, is what I'm trying to get at. So they just kind of like named it, like, oh yeah, like, this one's Sunny, this one's Cher. So Cher, that's how Cher got his name. And then we went and bought like another budgie at one point after my first one, like the first ever budgie that I had gotten had passed away. R.I.P. Mango. We went and got another budgie so that way Cher wouldn't be alone. And I let Jimmy, my boyfriend, name this bird because he picked out which budgie we would get. And yeah, so he named him Noble 6 after like the Halo character. We call him 6 for short. But so we have him, and then we just recently rehomed 𝙁, who's the 3rd budgie. We got him like about a week ago, probably now, something like that. I rehomed him off of this like lesbian couple in the next town over. And like it's their daughter's bird. And the daughter like got it like 𝙁 as a gift. And then she was just like, yeah, like I don't really know how to take care of them. Like they said that they were more reptile people than anything, and like they don't know how to. They felt bad because like they felt like they weren't giving him good enough care. So I was like, oh well, he's gonna have some friends, so it'll be okay, kind of thing. And I've been sending them updates of 𝙁 every once in a while because 𝙁's been very brave. Like he stepped up right off the rip, and like it was interesting because they had told me that he had never been really handled much. So he was stepping up to eat millet and everything, which was very brave. And he has a thing for landing on our heads. Like he'll fly around the room and then he'll just land on your head and chill there for a hot second. He's very cute. He's a very cute little babby. ⅲM experiences for artists. Step 1, trying to sleep. Step 2, getting haunted by good ideas. Step 3, get up and draw. Step 4, tired all morning but end up with a good drawing. Real. That is very real. Oh hell yeah, Halo mentioned, yeah. Yeah, Jimmy got me into Halo. Like, okay, so I had played a little bit of Halo growing up. Not a whole lot. I used to play Capture the Flag and Deathmatch on my notebook. And then later on, my mom got an Xbox 360. And she got me Halo 3 ODST and Halo 4. And I was like, well, I'll just start with Halo 4, like, because it's the newest one. And then I got really annoyed with Cortana in that game because I didn't have the context of what happened in previous games. For those of you that don't know, Cortana is basically like, she's like an AI assistant for Master Chief, and she like lives in his brain in like a little microchip. Anyways, in the fourth game, she's like basically going insane because her fucking microchip is degrading, essentially. And she tries to like fuck the whole universe up, basically. Anyways, I didn't have any of that context when I first started playing Halo 4. So she's just like yapping in my ear the whole time, and I'm just like, holy shit, like shut the fuck up. Like, I don't want to hear this. It was so annoying. And I was actually getting like mad, and I stopped playing it because of that. And then I started playing ODS. I didn't mean to do that. Go back to where you were. And then I started playing ODST, which was a significantly better time for me. And then later on I met Jimmy, and then it turns out that ODST is his favorite Halo of all time, which I think is kind of ironic that I played and enjoyed ODST as well. I played so many games that my uncle showed me, and now I'm obsessed with COD. I've never played a COD game, but from what my boyfriend has told me about the lore, it's pretty neat. Also, I like Ghost's design, and Koenig too. They both have nice designs. But I'm also just like a sucker for that kind of character design. I don't care. I'm a simp. I don't care if it's like e-girl fake fucking simp. I don't care. I'll admit that. Halo 4 was fun. Halo in general is a very fun series. And each time I'm trying to find a female inspirations on Pinterest and getting haunted by fictional, attractive, and hot men, so that sums up my experience. I get visions of hot, attractive, fucking fictional characters all the time. I hate it when people mischaracterize Ghost to a point where he's not the same person anymore. That's honestly fair. I personally, however, like, I agree with you, because, like, I hate seeing my character, like, my favorite characters mischaracterized. But at the same time, I'm also the type of person where, like, I know that a majority of the people that are getting pissed off about that are probably, like, I'm not saying every single one, but there's a lot of people that are getting pissed off at that are just doing it because they're, like, homophobic and stuff. Like, you know what, like, if I want to draw a ghost wearing a pink tutu, I'm gonna fucking do it, kind of thing. And the fact that there's people that will get, like, super pissed off about that when it's not a serious thing is really funny to me. Like, I it's funny, like, I understand, because, again, like, I hate when my faves are mischaracterized, but at the same time, it's kind of funny rage baiting, like, certain people, because I know there's certain people that will get really pissed off about stuff like that, and it's really funny. But no, I totally get it. I hate when my faves are mischaracterized too. I'm low-key a ghost soap shipper. See, I don't know much of the lore of the characters. I know, like, a little tidbits and stuff. I've seen like a fair bit of, like, ghost soap stuff. So I feel like that's a... I don't know if that's like a popular ship within the fandom. I think it's funny that there's dudes that get mad that people are even shipping characters in the first place. They're like, no, my manly man game. I can't even say it jokingly because it's so fucking dumb, but like, my man game, no, you can't make them kiss. And then it's just like the like fandom shippers in the background with like two fucking like dolls, and then they're like, ooh, and they're both boys. That shit makes me fucking giggle. Mainly because of when Soap calls Ghost a good boy dang and op. Oh shit, sexual tension. Crazy. You know what game is actually a W game that a lot of people... Like, there's not a huge fandom for it. Or at least there wasn't a huge fandom for it back when I, like, cared about the characters as much. Fucking Saints Row. Saints Row rocks. Specifically Saints Row 4. Because, you can romance, like, any of the other main characters in the plot. And it fucking rocks. There's a robot that you can fuck, which is pretty sick. My favorite was Johnny Gat. I simped so hard for Johnny Gat. Your toe was just bit? Unfortunate. I'm glad I haven't had my toes bit. I do see... What the fuck is that? Is that a fly? What the fuck is that? Ugh! It's like a fly or something. There's some sort of bug flying around my room. It looks like it might be a big, fat, stupid fly. I hope it lands in the window and that my birds peck it. Oh my god, there's one time where there was like a big fat fly on the window, just like walking and being very slow. And Six like pecked it off the window. And then he does like the bird thing where they like cock their head and like peer over the edge. And it's just fucking cracks me up, man. Fucking silly birds. Execute order 66. Is that my McDonald's order? No, I'm just kidding. I flinched when you said a McDonald's because I work there. Hey, man. Fast food is, like, service jobs in general honestly fucking suck. But, like, fast food workers, like, I have respect for y'all. Like, I've been there before. That shit's rough. I don't give a fuck what any, like, blue-collar dude says, being like, I work 16-hour days and I ground my bones into dust. And it's like, that's nice, but like I would almost rather do like 16-hour days of hard fucking labor rather than deal with the public. Like, I would rather deal with my body being physically fucking destroyed and having a decent amount of money rather than fucking serving people in the public. Because not only, like, yeah, like, it's not, say, physically as demanding as, like, I don't know, fucking roofing or, like, some shit where you're doing, like, heavy work. Might not be necessarily as physically demanding. However, it is still a fairly physically demanding job. And you have to be quick with it, too. And you have to fucking smile and be nice to people on top of it all. At least if you're in the trades, you can, if you, like, I don't know, fucking hit your thumb with a hammer or something like that, you can fucking swear. If I do anything and I swear, I get in the shit. And then it looks bad on the restaurant, which it shouldn't. Like, I get why, but also, like, fuck, man. The fry machine beeps haunt my dreams. Real. I think for me, personally, what haunts my dreams is, when I used to work at, like, it's like a Canadian ripoff of fucking McDonald's, but it's called Fast Eddie's. That was like my first ever job. And we had to like toast the buns on this like bun toasting machine. And the sound it would make when the buns were done toasting. Hated it. Fucking hated it. Absolutely fucking hated that shit. My very introverted body will disappear in the form of dust talking to people physically. Where do I live? Canada. Also, welcome to the stream. 𝙲𝚸𝙽𝙺𝚃𝚂? I don't know how to pronounce. I don't know how to pronounce usernames. There's too many, like, different pronunciations. But yeah, I'm from Canada. Canada. Born and raised here. You're from Malaysia and it's evening here? It's almost 4 in the morning for me here. I shouldn't be up right now, but I also just don't care. Opinions on OCs that wear masks? I love mask characters. I don't know if you saw, but this is a masked character that I just made. And I don't have a name for him yet, but he's a close quarters combat specialist. And I made him have pretty eyes. I still don't have a name for him though. I don't have any lore for him either. I literally was just like, I'm going to make him pretty. And then I did. And I was like, Jimmy, help me. Like, what guns do I give him? I don't know anything about guns. And he's like, well, he's got a scar on his eye, so like he could be like a close quarter combat specialist. And I was like, that sounds cool. So he has, I don't know what kind of knife I'm gonna give him yet. I have to give him a knife. And I forgot to draw it on that last drawing that I just showed, but yeah. Princess. I feel like princess is like too basic. You know what I mean? But most of the ones with smiley masks are masks that have some sort of emotion. I think the reason why I like So the reason why I didn't put like a mouth part on that one is because every time I tried to do it, it looked stupid. So, yeah. We need to find the funniest call sign for him and then make the lore behind it. Jimmy, because when I told Jimmy about this character, I was like, I'm gonna make a Gooner OC. And then he's like, you should just make his call sign Goon. And I was like, yeah, I guess I could do that. But yeah, I tried to put like a mouth hole on it, and every time it just looked fucking stupid. I tried to do like the Counter-Strike, like terrorist balaclava, but it's just, it looks ugly. Goon is so funny though. It is pretty funny. Put like a decal like Keegan's. I think I know Keegan. Let me look up. Like, I've heard the name before. Okay. I just googled his name and Keegan P. Russ, but I didn't I didn't read that right. I read Keegan Puss and I was like, no, why would they give him that? Give him a decal. I like kind of played around with it, but I low-key like just the little heart and like the teardrop. It's kind of fun having a character that I can just like fuck around with emotion, like just with the eyes, because there's very like subtle changes that you can make with the eyes to show a lot of different emotion. This was like the initial sketch that I did for this character. And then I changed the outfit a little bit. I gave him a little necklace. Do I have... Where's the other drawing that I started of this guy? Where the fuck is it? What? Squints. This. I started like fucking around. I want to make him like a 40-year-old. He's gonna be like 35, 40. The initial sketch looks so eatable, thank you. A friend of mine has an obsession with drawing angel or angelic related characters or OCs as alternates. Fair enough. Oh, that's not the correct color. Yeah, I wanna draw him some more and like figure out some shit about him. But yeah, Jimmy was like, oh, you should just call him Goon. And I was like, yeah, I suppose I could do that. Goon is pretty funny. I won't lie. I think it's officially 3 AM for me. Time to start working on the drawing I've been putting off. Fair enough. The fact Archangel Michael was drawn as an alternate by my friend. I don't know what you mean by an alternate. Oh. Thin line. Also, I forgot to say while we were talking about ghosts, but I have a mini cardboard cutout of him on my desk, and she was caressing him. That's hilarious. I have a body pillow of Omen from Valorant. Omen from Valorant is my #1 husband. Always will be. I love him. Easily my favorite character. But yeah, I have a body pillow of him. My boyfriend has to sleep next to that. He's got his wiener out on one side, too. Mandela catalog. I didn't realize I've been streaming for like over 2 hours. I hate drawing traditionally, but I love it at the same time. Honestly, totally fair. The fact that artists draw alternate Gabrielle is hot for some reason, not often, but some. What do you mean by like alternate? Like alternate universe? Oh, it's a... hang on. Oh! An analog horror web series, eh? Is this actually, like, not made with AI? I'm, like, not familiar with this. But lately I've been seeing a lot of quote-unquote analog horror that is AI generated, which means that it's not. I hate drawing hands. Yeah, me too. Not AI? Okay, good. I hate that I have to double check that shit. If I'm being honest. If I'm being 100% honest, I hate that I have to double check, but you can never be too careful. Three seasons worth, I think. Fair enough. Okay, gonna go see you next time. Alrighty. I appreciate you, B1 a battle droid. I hope you have a great rest of your night. Okay, the size of this iris is pissing me the freak off. I just made his hands tied behind his back. I'm not drawing hands today. Honestly, real. There's a reason I draw all my characters floating in space, and it's because I don't want to fucking draw backgrounds. Ah! I did not mean to do that. Plus it makes sense because I'm drawing his trauma being tortured for government secrets. Real. Turn your inability to draw hands into part of the lore. Ooh, I think I smell Jimmy cooking my rogies for me, guys. I want to eat that. I want to friggin' eat it. What's up, Rune Princess? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. I hope you're having a great night. Tired, it's 3 a.m. Yeah, it's 4 a.m. for me. So I feel that... But nothing's more fun than being up at degen hours, honestly. I'm getting my fill-in while I can. Because at some point I'm gonna get my background check finished, and then I'm not gonna have time to fuck around anymore. So, just trying to soak it all in. I didn't fucking... Sounds good. Staying up late is fun. Staying up late is pretty fun, I'm not gonna lie. I've been having trouble breathing since 5 p.m. It feels like someone is sitting on my chest. Well, that's not good. I hope that that feeling goes away soon, and if it doesn't, you should probably seek medical help, honestly. I lost the reference for the pose I'm drawing, so now I'm struggling. Oof, that's rough. Honestly, sometimes drawing without a reference is like a good idea. It's a good brain workout. I'm scared to fall asleep at the moment. The only relief I get is on my side. Yeah, that's definitely something I would probably get looked into if you can. hoping that I'm not getting sick. Could be my anxiety playing as well, which I have meds for it. Well, if you think it's your anxiety, maybe start with that. Because, like, I definitely feel that. There have been times where, like... So, like, my anxiety makes me feel like I'm having a heart attack sometimes. Like, it gives me all of, like, the classic symptoms. And there was, like, one time where it was really bad. And I had called the paramedics, but then when they, like, checked me out, I was fine. And, like, it sucked, too, because it was one of those moments where, like, the moment that I was talking into the dispatcher, my body's just like, LOL, you're actually fine, idiot. So when the paramedics arrived, I felt all embarrassed and stuff. But it was very scary. And, like, so, like, normally when my body is like that, I definitely am just, like, talking myself down. Like, yeah, like, it's just my anxiety kind of thing. But then I was like that for, like, a solid 20 minutes, which was why it was so scary. Like, I thought I was dying. So, yeah. What's up, Paper Style? Anxiety makes it hard for me to breathe, but I also had COVID, which gave me the same thing. Yeah. I was about to say, like, that could be COVID. How am I? I'm pretty good. I'm getting a bit tired, though, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, shit. Chat.
Do you want sour cream?
Did you put any butter on this? Can you put some butter on there?
Do we have butter?
Yeah, it's in the fridge.
Oh. Do you want the sour cream?
Yeah, I would love sour cream. Thank you. I low-key forgot if my OC was a girl or boy for a hot second. Real. I'm not sure which is happening. Yeah. Maybe just, like, take your anxiety meds. And then, like, if that doesn't help, then, like, it might be something else. I don't know. Anyways, I think I'm gonna call it a night, because I was only planning on streaming for, like, 2.5 hours, and I've started streaming for 3, and it's 4 in the morning, and I still have to eat. I'm busy, Jimmy. I'm trying to end stream. Is that a big fucking fly flying around?
That's the one that was in front of my mom.
I need 6 to fucking peck it off the window or something. Anyways, yeah,
Goodbye, stream.
Huh?
Goodbye, stream.
Yeah, goodbye, stream. I'm gonna go eat my pierogies, and then I'll be live well, technically today again. I'll be live again with more art later. So, I will see you guys then. And in the meantime, stay safe, peace, and have a great rest of your night. Rune Princess, I hope that you're just experiencing anxiety and not something worse. I'm sure it is probably just anxiety. But yeah, I hope you feel better. And thanks everybody for hanging out. Goodbye! Ah!